Hello everyone. In this series of tutorials, we are going to see how to create a transparent frame as the border of an image. Let's open our program and insert an empty view. Then, let's open the editor, Objects and Animation. And, let's add a first image that will serve as a background. For example, this one is very good. In the common parameters, let's set the command mode under cover the view. And check the option main object. Click in the empty part of the list of elements. Then, right-click and choose Insert Frame. And let's rename it to Control Frame. Activate this frame with a simple click. Then, right-click on it, and click on Add Frame. And rename it to Border Frame. Right-click on it, then choose Add Mask and Mask Template. In the adjustment window, select the type, rectangular mask. Set the edge gradient to 0%. Then, the radius of the angles, according to your idea, I put it at 10%. Then, I change its size to 800 by 600 to match the 4/3 format of my images. And apply these settings. We must have this result in the list of elements. Now let's add the element that will serve as the base of our border. Right-click on the mask content container, then click Add Gradient. This is added, covering the entire area of the mask. Select the shape creating the mask. Right-click on it, and click on Copy. Select the container of this element, and right-click on it, then click on Paste. Then, rename the new copy to Negative Mask. Select the second mask, and rename it to Visible Mask. Select the negative mask, then in the Animation tab, with the command Color Correction, select the option Negative. All of the gradient is now completely gone, because its inner and outer edges have the same value. Select the negative mask, then change its size to, in this example, 75%. Now let's select our gradient, and we'll adapt its color to our background. In the Properties tab, click on the first color, blue, then, using the eyedropper, I choose the dark dominant color, dark green in this example. And, click on Validate to apply it. Now the second color that is on, white, which I could leave because we have white flowers, but I want to change it to light green, because that's the dominant color in this image. So as for the first color, I select with the pipette the light green in my image, and I can adjust it in the control window. After applying the changes, I can adjust the direction of our gradient, maybe diagonal, but I prefer horizontal. Now, in the tab Animation, we will set its transparency to 35%. Next, let's rename the mask container to Frame. Then, in the Animation tab, we'll reduce its size slightly, so that it doesn't cover the entire view. I'll put it at 90%. Copy your border, then select the frame, bordered frame, and paste. We now have twice the border container. Select the second one, and rename it to Frame Border. Open its content to be able to edit it, then, select the gradient, and, in the tab Animations, set its transparency to 100%. Now select the negative mask, and resize it to 99%. Select the gradient, and in the tab Properties, you can modify the direction of the gradient, and its color, to adapt it to your taste. We now have the two elements, frame and frame border, which will form the transparent frame and its outer border. Now let's add the image contained in the frame. Select the mask, frame, make a copy, then select the frame, bordered frame, and make a paste. Then, rename this new mask to Photo. Open its contents, then delete the gradient element. And also remove the negative mask. Then, right-click on the mask content container, and click on Add Image. Then, select the image you want to put in your frame. Now we need to resize our mask to fit inside the frame, so like the negative frame mask, let's set its size to 75%, and the outer edge of the image matches the edge perfectly inside the transparent frame. We're now going to add the border of our photograph. Select the photo mask, and make a copy, then, the bordered frame, and make a paste. select the second mask, photo, and rename it to Photo Border. In its content, select the photo and delete it, then select the content container and add a gradient. Select the visible mask, then, in the Animation tab, set its size to 76%. We have created the border of the image, and we can in the tab Properties, adjust the colors of our gradient. So, using the eyedropper and the color chart, we can define the two colors of the gradient. Then we can choose the direction of the gradient. I prefer it horizontal. That's it. This first part is over. We have created a set image in a glass frame, and we can close the editor. I advise you to save a copy of your project under the name that suits you, and that will serve as the basis for the next part of these tutorials. Thank you for your attention, and see you soon for the rest of this tutorial, how to create a transparent glass frame. Katerina.